heard before.
Vou subir aqui. Vou falar com o Gordon.
Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If XIII's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at XIII's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion. In your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old XIII's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments. It is as you say, the best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply cannot help it.
Then what about XIII's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, XIII's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about XIII's.
Well, a long time ago... let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters. Such a shame. All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success, he just needs the final ingredient.
Ok. Temos que ir atrás do Schrödinger. Vou parar de tentar falar esses nomes, porque eu acho que eu tô passando vergonha. Vamos marcar aqui. O próximo vai ser aqui, ó. Bem aqui no cantinho. Bem aqui, ó. Eu vou marcar com blue. Nós temos que ir ali, ó. O problema é... tem que dar a volta ali para chegar lá. Eu acho que não vai dar tempo. Vamos lá, vamos tentar. Se não der tempo, paciência. Já fizemos bastante coisa aqui. Aqui, ó, fatiou, passou. Chegou aqui. Ele aparece aqui no canto, ó. Eu pobre mesmo, não tem importância, eu tô mais com pressa do que eu tudo. Esse Schrödinger. Ficar soltando magia aqui até ele pegar a Stagger. Pegou a Stagger, vamos no cacete. Beleza. Ok, pessoal. Vamos correndo aqui. Será que eu tenho... Não, não tenho. Para. Pra cá. Vamos lá. Time. Time no relógio. Vamos ver se eu consigo entregar essa quest. Queria ver se eu tinha Chronostasis lá.
Ha! I'd recognize that fragrance anywhere. You found civet musk. Thank you indeed. It's very kind what you're doing. CD's is lucky to have you on its side.
Why are you thanking me? If anyone should be grateful, it's me, and the owner of CD's for all of your helpful advice.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course you're right. I just get caught up in a project and start thinking it's my own restaurant I'm saving. But back to business. Here, I developed this new and original recipe. I want you to take it back to CD's together with the civet musk you acquired. The owner will be waiting anxiously for you.
So, you still don't want to meet him yourself?
I'm afraid that won't happen. Not ever again. However, that doesn't stop me from wishing him and CD's the very best. Please tell him that whatever happens, I'll be praying for his success.
Ok, pessoal, nós temos que agora lá no cantinho aqui, ó, onde que tá, que eu pintei de amarelo ali. Temos poucos segundos para chegar lá. Vamos lá. Pulou aqui, fatiou. Deixa eu abrir o mapa aqui. Que pelo menos para o tempo ali quando abre o mapa. Para consulta, tem que subir ali. Tá. Subir. Vamos lá. Falar aqui com carinha. Sim.
Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant. At least, that's what he said.
Why, thank you! This is wonderful! How can I ever repay you? This is incredible! Everything is here in black and white! A groundbreaking dish! I'd never have thought to do half the things in this recipe. The genius of Gordon Gourmet oozes from every word.
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well organized, written in a clear hand. Wait. This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar. Yes, I've seen it before. These swirls, these bold loops. Could it be?
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a secret identity. He's your long-lost son.
He is? And you're sure it was him who created this wonderful recipe? But more importantly, he's in this town. Is he happy?
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry, but I don't think he wants to see you again. I can't tell you where he is.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left, but that was a long time ago. Is he still angry at me?
Do you have a message for him? I can make sure he gets it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make his dish, just like the recipe lays out. Would you be so good as to deliver it to him? At the very least, I want him to try it. Truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come back to CD's and work with me. Perhaps if he knew that I still haven't lost my touch. Would that be enough to entice him back? I don't know.
I don't think words alone will do it, but if he tries your dish and likes it, that might be enough for him.
And there it is, finished at last. Here, please, I want you to be the first to taste it.
All right. I'm feeling hungry anyway. Wow. This might be the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. Really, it's incredible.
Why, thank you. Although all the credit must go to my son, it was his doing. Here, I've made enough for one more. I've asked you for many favors, but would you do this last thing for me?
Sure. I'll take it to Gordon Gourmet.
Ok, pessoal. Agora temos contador ali na tela. Temos que voltar. Eu vou pular essa mureta aqui e subir ali. Vamos lá, ver se vai dar tempo. Partiu. Pula aqui. Subiu. Acho que não vai dar tempo de chegar lá. Não vai dar tempo. Não vai dar, né, Moisés? Vai, 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 vai.
Please, will you? With that
Não.
recipe and a stock of...
Nossa, eu cliquei 2 vezes errado. Ai, ai. Tava acabando. Eu cliquei 2 vezes errado. Putz, fiquei nervoso. Tá bom. Era só aquilo ali e já acabava a quest. Mas eu vou voltar lá e vou acabar. Tô querendo clicar rápido. Cinco dias até o fim.
Nice work, Light.
Vamos aproveitar
Light, do
aqui.
you understand your role now? You must lift the shackles that bind people's hearts and save their souls. The more souls you save, the more Aradia you can harvest. That is crucial because it means buying the world more time.
Eu vou recuperar aqui os itens. Custa P aqui em cima. Eu vou pegar um Wax Potion. Phoenix Down. E um Warrior Potion. Estará uma pequena quantidade. E casta Bravery Fate. Vou querer. Holy Water. Protect Shell também. E Mega Fênix. Remove todos os status negativos. Isso tá bom. Tá ok. Tá. Tem aqui um baúzinho. Arise. A IP Arise foi desbloqueada. Mais uma habilidade, né? Deixa eu ver se tem algum baú. Não, vamos voltar lá então. Vamos para Yusnan, que ainda tem que acabar aquela quest. Nossa, eu cliquei 2 vezes ainda. 2 vezes errado. Nervoso. Eu tinha que clicar e depois apertar para cima. Mudar de no para yes, né? Mas tá, praticamente acabei. Só chegar lá e acabar. E obviamente que eu não vou gastar o tempo desse novo dia, né? Eu vou acabar essa quest já, essa side quest e já fazer outras. Aproveitar que tem o dia todo. Gastar conscientemente. Vamos... Deixa eu ver se tem a marcação ainda. Tem as marcações. Tá ali no vermelhinho. 6 horas da manhã. O restaurante já tá aberto. Aqui, ó. Eu tinha que clicar aqui, ó. Eu clicava rápido e batia no no. Eu tinha que botar pra cima e yes. Só que eu tava nervoso. E acabei dando ruim, né? Mas agora, vamos completar aqui.
Oh, do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at XIII's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then... Oh, yes. A perfect balance of fuzzy mutton and civet musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of culinary delight. A theme park of olfactory and gustatory attractions. And if you think that's hyperbole, I've only just begun. This is even better than I imagined. I always knew he was a skilled chef, but this...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again in the kitchen?
Go back? Well, what do you mean? I've never...
Oh, all right.
The cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. What my true identity is. Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of CD's restaurant. It was a long time ago, but one day we quarreled, and I left the shop vowing never to return. We fought over cooking, you see. But even after I left, I vowed that one day I would rebuild the restaurant. That's what started me on my journey to becoming Gordon Gourmet. Since then, I devoted every waking hour to learning about the culinary arts. After many years of study, I finally had an epiphany. I realized what CD's restaurant needed to regain its former glory.
You had a falling out because of the menu? But when your father saw your recipe, he was thrilled. All he could talk about was how he dreamed of you coming back. So the two of you could run the restaurant together, just like old times.
So he recognizes my ability. Oh, but it's too late. I can't go back now. The fact is, I abandoned him in the restaurant when times were tough. I'm ashamed of what I did. I can't face him again.
You mustn't feel that way, my son.
Father, how did you find me?
My apologies to the young lady, but I wanted to see you. I followed her after she left the shop. What do you say? Let's start over. You set out on your own, did things your own way, stayed true to yourself, working hard to achieve your dreams. And now look what you can do. The recipe that you created was amazing. I've never seen the likes of it before. What can I say except that I am proud of you?
But Father, I left you.
Not in my wildest dreams could I have conceived of such a dish. Indeed, if you had given it to me back then, I doubt I would have recognized its greatness. But worse, I wouldn't have believed you could be capable of such a thing. I always underestimated you, my son. For that, you have my sincere apologies.
It's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for abandoning you and the restaurant when you were struggling to keep it going.
Looks like you two have made up.
Yes.
Now let's get to it, shall we? Together. We'll make CD's a success again!
Ok, pessoal. Mais uma quest. Uma side quest concluída. O vídeo vai ficar por aqui. Vejo então vocês no próximo vídeo. Falou e fui!